I had a problem yesterday. Those boots that I had, I've had them a very long time, they're very old boots, but I've not worn them very much. And it would appear that the glue that holds the... oh look, it's all run down. The glue that was holding the soles on, and obviously something had happened to it and it weren't holding anymore, so I've glued it several times on the front there with the Gorilla Glue, but then the back of it come off, so I glued it some more with the Gorilla Glue and it's all run down. Look, it all ran down last night because I put them upside down. I put a couple of generators on top to you know, make sure there's enough pressure on them to hold it down, but it looks like all the glue's ran down and glued itself down. But that looks like that's held that on pretty well. On how the other one's doing, it's a little bit squashed. They're pretty heavy, these generators. They do very good as weights. I like using generators for weights. Yeah, anyway, that one looks like it's glued. All the glue's come out from around it because I put far too much on because I was fed up with just doing a bit, and then here and there it squashed the toe a bit though. That'll soon pop out, that'll pop out, that's all popped out there, look. There we go. That's all alright. Yeah. Look at that. Like a brand new pair of boots. Those boots are about, say, they've got to be about 9 years old, but I very rarely wore them. It's only the other day when I decided to myself, right, that's it, I'm going to glue the soles back on and wear them. You lot all know what's on the agenda for today. Going to have to do a little bit of washing because I got the Land Rover and I got the van. They're a bit dirty. I'm not going to use the rinsing one. I don't bother with it. I use that brush up there, that brush, and then I just put a bit of soap in the wash bucket and away we go with the old pressure washer. So that's what's going to be happening this morning. The problem is it's about 6 o'clock, just after 6 o'clock in the morning, so it'll be alright, won't it? Old people get up early, don't they? Van's all nice and shiny. Now I'm moving over to this. I'm going to give this a good vacuum out as well. There's stuff all over the place. But I'm having a bit of a difficulty with this. It's quite disappointing, to tell you the truth. The way it goes is I'm off work at the moment. I've got 2 weeks off. Now my plan was I want to use this 2 weeks wisely was the plan. It's Thursday of the first week now. So I've wasted so many days waiting. And what it was, about a week before, so last week on Wednesday, I think it was, the 14th of March, I went, was it the 15th? 14th or 15th of March, I went on AliSport and ordered the intercooler for this Discovery. The uprated intercooler. It's like, I don't know what it is, 70% bigger or something. I don't know what it is, but it's bigger and it'll cool enough for this turbo, this bigger turbo that I've gone and put on here. Now the trouble is they're having a bit of a delay. Now I rang them up and I said, look, because what it was, I bought it and then I was tracking on their website when it was going to be processed, when it was going to be dispatched and things like that. And it got to yesterday, and because I don't know, it was more than a week. And I rang them up and I said, I think there's a problem with your tracking on your website, because I placed an order about a week ago, and it's still processing, it's telling me, and I'm tracking it because I want to make sure that I'm home to take the delivery, so I want to know when it's going to be delivered. And they said, oh no, we're just very busy at the moment, which is fine, so there's going to be a delay. So I said, well, the thing is, I've taken time off of work, you know, and I've planned things so that I can do the work, you know, put the parts on my car. And I said, how long is the delay going to be? He said, 15 to 16 weeks. 15 to 16 weeks. Now, I'm not complaining. I mean, AliSport were good. I think they're a relatively smallish sized company. They're not like a huge industrial size, I don't think. So I'm not complaining about their delay. They're busy. The fact they're busy is brilliant. But that messes me up big time. Big time. Because it means I can't really drive this car, because I've been doing small journeys with it when it was cold, because I've got the standard intercooler, right, and I've got this bigger hybrid turbo running more boost. I'm on 20 psi at the moment. I could turn it, I'm going to have to turn it down some more, turn the boost down some more if I'm going to drive it with this intercooler, I think. But I don't want to risk cracking the head, because you all know that these are prone for cracking heads due to excessive heat, and that bigger turbo and a little bit more boost is going to create that, and that intercooler I don't want to risk it. It might be alright. I know there's people out there that don't even think about intercoolers, and they just go and get them remapped up to 200 or 190 horsepower, don't even think about the intercooler, and they're fine. But I don't want to risk it, because it's just another problem if this breaks. So I'm not going to be able to make use of the time I've got off work to do this car. So I'm going to have to try and find some, whenever the intercooler arrives, I'll have to try and work around that. Which means the video on fitting the intercooler is going to be delayed. But that's the way that it goes. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating. I'm not waiting on anything else for this car now. It's literally put the intercooler in and then flash it, map it, using my nanocom. And then we'll be up to the 210 horsepower, and you know, I can do a review on the map then and all that rubbish. But so for the time being, it's a bit of a waiting game. They did say that sometimes the order can be pushed forward. So I've emailed them and I said, what is the criteria for having the order pushed forward? Because I understand that you're busy and I'm just an ordinary normal customer, so I don't warrant any special treatment. But I have made a schedule and a plan, and I didn't expect it to take this long. I was expecting it to be about a week, considering the amount of money and the cost of the bloody shipping. The postage was 20 quid and they're only down the road. So considering the price of that, I thought it would be about a week. But that's the way it goes. Now, like I said, this is quite a common issue. It's very well known about. So it's kind of I knew that it was probably going to be happening. The minute I heard the misfire, the minute I noticed it was starting funny, and then I noticed it had a little, it's not even a big misfire, it's just a little misfire that you would hear on tick over. On the revving up, it was fine, there's nothing, it's just normal. So I thought, I know what's happening. I know what's bloody happening here. So that's when I had a look. But it's holding things up. I've got my 2 door locks that don't work. I've got my brakes that need doing all around. I've got my intercooler that I was going to do this week but ain't turned up because it's been delayed. Now I've got this issue. This issue here has the potential to completely just destroy the whole thing for me. Because if this ECU's had it, I can't afford now to buy another ECU or to get this one. Well, I don't think you can fix them. I think that's it, you've got to get another one. I can't afford that now. So that could be the whole Land Rover project dead in the water completely. But we'll have to wait and see. Just wait and see what happens. Just spent an arm and a leg on this intercooler, which I might not need now because I might not have a car. So we'll have to wait and we'll just see what happens. I'm going to go and order a loom anyway, depending on how much they are. If they're a lot of money, like, I think I don't know how much they are, but I'm going to go and order a loom anyway and see if I can get that done. I'll order a set of those anti-tamper Torx screwdriver things, so we can have a look inside the ECU and see if it is damaged. Hopefully it isn't, and then we'll go from there, I suppose. It's the next day now, and what I've done is I've gone and left the ECU here. My plan was, hopefully today, because you can't go to a shop these days and buy anything. Because if you do go to a shop that's nearby to buy something, most of the time they don't have it. And even if they do, they're really expensive, which is so annoying because I'd love to just go in a shop and get what I want. I mean, obviously, if you can afford to do that, then brilliant. But it's just, that's why shops are going out of business, because everything's cheaper. Same products are cheaper on the internet. Anyway, so hopefully they'll be delivered today, them Torx screw things, so that I can undo these tamper-proof screws. Because there's one thing I haven't got, is I haven't got a lot of specialist tools. Anyway, my plan was, while I'm leaving it, I left this ECU facing down overnight. So if we've got a great big puddle of oil on the floor down there, chances are that it was inside here and it's all ran back out again. Because if it can get in, it's going to be able to get out again. If there's no big puddle of oil, then fingers crossed that it didn't make it inside just yet, and it was just starting to puddle up inside the plug itself. So, oh, that's always a good sign. There's not really any oil down there, just a little bit of residue. And it seems to be mainly in that corner there. So I reckon we may be in the clear. Hopefully, well, it won't be today because I only ordered it yesterday. But sometime this week, the new injector loom should arrive from Paddock Spares, with any luck. They're pretty good. It's already been shipped. It told me that it was shipped yesterday, about 2 hours after I'd ordered it, and I'd ordered it in the middle of the day anyway, so it may arrive today, but I wouldn't have thought so. Probably arrive tomorrow, or what's tomorrow? Oh, Saturday tomorrow. It'll probably arrive maybe Monday, I don't know. Hopefully that will arrive fairly soon anyway. Oh yeah, also a little bit of a development on the old intercooler. If I didn't tell you earlier on in the video, or yesterday for me, if I didn't tell you, AliSport, good company and everything, but they're just really busy and they can't keep up with all their orders, and they had a 15-week waiting list, and that's no good for me. 15 weeks is like, well, that's too long, can't do that. So they said, oh well, we can refund you, and if you still want it when we got material and we can make them, then we'll let you know, and when you have that. So brilliant. But in the meantime, I've had a look, and I've had a look for AirTech. Now I've got an AirTech intercooler on the Focus, and I think it's brilliant. Really well made, and it's nice and fat, and everything's good about it. So AirTech is always, not only is it £150 cheaper than the AliSport one, but it's the same specs and everything. So I think I might get an AirTech one. So when I receive the refund from AliSport, I'm going to order an AirTech one. Hopefully that will be here before the end of next week, before April starts, because after that I'm back at work again, and I'm just going to be, I ain't going to have time to fit it. So hopefully it'll arrive before then. We'll see how it goes, that's all I can do. To tell you the truth, all this setbacks is really demotivational, do you know that? It's crazy how that can happen, because when I booked this couple of weeks off work, I had everything planned out. I know I don't usually plan stuff, because plans don't usually, you can't really plan stuff in this day and age really, because it never will work out. But I thought to myself, brilliant, I'll order all this in advance, yeah, so that it'll arrive next week. Like at the time it'll arrive next week or the week after, in the 2 weeks that I'm at home, and I can be doing stuff. Things will be arriving in the post, and I can just carry on and just fit them all, and everything will be dandy and perfect. So far nothing has arrived. I've managed to do nothing. The only thing that's arrived is the brake pads and the pollen filter for the Focus, so I'm gonna have to do that at some point. The only thing is the weather. It's been saying it's going to rain, so I've not bothered doing it. I've stayed indoors, or I've been in the garage here just doing stuff, tidying up and all that rubbish, and it hasn't even rained, so I could have been outside doing that. But that's the way life is, I'm afraid. That's the way life is. I'll get things done, don't panic about that. I've been doing a lot of photography, and I love photography. One thing I do need to do is sort this out. I was trying to make this into like an RC room, but it hasn't really worked. It's ended up being full of radios again. We've got radios on top of RC cars, we've got radios on the chair, we've got 2 suitcases full of radios. What's going on? I don't understand how this happens. It always happens to me. Why does this happen, man? What part of the world are you in? Let me know in the comments to this video what part of the world you're in. Are you in Russia, Greenland, Canada? What's this one? Brazil? Where are you, man? Australia? I've got 1 new subscriber from Australia at the moment. So let me know where in the world you are, because I love to know. I think it's fantastic, the fact that I'm getting all around the world. It's brilliant. Because the weather's been alright, I've decided to put a little bit of grass seed down to try and patch up these bald spots. I put it all over the place. There's a bald spot all the way over there. There's a few bald spots in a few places. I've got that grass box there because I'm going to clean that in a minute. But I've just spread a load of grass seed about. Hopefully it might grow. I did cut the grass. Never put a plastic bowl in the oven, because that's what happens if you put plastic bowls in the oven. Yes. I've been looking up how much land is around here as well, by the way, for those of you that may be interested, and it's not good. It's not good at all. Trying to find a piece of land out the way of any houses is going to be difficult. Well, it won't be if I go out the country. There's plenty of countryside around here, but trying to find a bit that's for sale will be the difficult part. But I've just been trying to get a price, just trying to gauge a bit of price. And I mean, there's really small pieces of land. There's like a garden for like four to £500,000, and then you've got exactly what would be perfect. This is just an example. This isn't, you know, it's just an example. Looks like a bit of field there. Look at that price. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know, man. That's how many photos we got? Let's see if we've got a planning photo. Not planning. Oh, is that for the? Oh, is that all that as well? Oh right. Oh, I see. Oh, so that's what you get. I just want land. I don't want a bloody house. Well, I do want a house, but a nice big house with land would be perfect. Oh, I see. I read the description on that. That was land with planning permission already granted for 8 dwellings. Yeah, I don't want that. I just want a bit of grass. Right, I found a better example of what I need. Just a grass field. Yeah, this is just a grass field on its own. No planning granted. Probably can't get any because it's greenbelt anyway. All that rubbish. This is just a grass field. It's all I want. Look at the price. Just an example. It ain't gonna happen, dudes. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I reckon my dream is far too far out. That's only 1.2 acres. 1.2 acres, man. I don't even want an acre. I don't even want an acre. Like half an acre. I don't know. I just want enough to be able to drive around in circles, man. There was some smaller bits I saw on another website, but the problem was they were near houses and they wanted like 5,000 to 6,000, which is more affordable. It's going to take me a good few years to save that up, but it's more affordable at more than 100,000. But the trouble is, trying to find a piece where you can make noise, you're out the way of any houses, you can make noise and you're not going to attract attention or annoy anyone is really difficult unless you're out in like Devon or somewhere up in Scotland or Wales or somewhere way out of the way where it doesn't matter anyway. Don't even need to buy land, just go and ride anywhere. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be deterred. If I can save up enough money, I can get whatever I want. I mean, some people, I haven't spoken to anyone like physically about my idea for getting land. I've spoken to people that I talk to on Instagram and all that, fellow YouTubers, subscribers and things like that. I haven't talked to any family about it because my family don't like my ideas. They'd rather just be quiet and go away, sort of thing. But some people have said to me, "Oh, you should do a fundraiser, another fundraiser." I'm not going to do another fundraiser to try and fund that amount of money. That is a stupid amount of money to try and fundraise. I mean, that's going to take years. And another thing, someone said, well, you could get out a loan or a mortgage for some land. What do you think I am, stupid? That's going to take me millions of years to pay that back, and I'm just going to be in debt for the rest of my life. Anyway, the idea is not to create any kind of stress or pressure or nothing. I don't want to be paying stuff back. I'd rather just, anything that I buy, I save up and I buy it outright. There's the odd occasion where I've done a thing where you can buy now and pay later, but that's only because I wanted to keep the money in my account for a bit longer, not because I didn't have the money. So if whenever I get to buy some land, it ain't gonna be, you know, on the tick or nothing like that. It's gonna be like, I'm going to go to the person and I'm going to go, I want your bit of land. Thank you very much. There's some money. Take the money and go away. Let me play on my land. Right, so I'm trying to have a jolly good bit of a clean up in here. And there was a comment. Someone said, plug a Kirby into a generator. I ain't got a Kirby here. The nearest thing I've got is this Numatic. Now the generator that I'm going to plug it into is a 750. This vacuum is 850 watt. Now it's going to be right on the limit of what it can take, but at least it'll be fun and we'll see what happens. I haven't put the screws in there yet for the air filter, but this is the one that I got running in one of the other videos the other day. I haven't properly load tested it yet. Let's see how it goes. Oh, hold on, we'll get there. We'll load it up, we'll load it up. Oh. I don't think it's warm enough yet. Might have to have it half choke. I don't think we've got any good here. Maybe this generator's not man enough. Try it on full choke. Oh, we'll get it. What's going on here then? I think the petrol was off. Sound very healthy, but it's on. It's powering it. I don't think it's powering it very much though. Have we got a... Nah, it's just a single speed on that one. I was going to say I might better put it down a bit. Test of it, isn't it? of smoke coming out of it, have we? It's warmed up now. Well and truly warmed up now. We're on. It's powering it. Smells hot though. Smells really hot. Trying to hold the camera with my right hand, which is my dominant hand, and do the vacuuming thing with my left hand, which isn't my dominant hand, is a little bit tricky. I think we've demonstrated that you can run an 850 watt Numatic on a 750 watt generator, but it's slowly dying. Smelling very, very hot now. Very hot. And that's going down, that's dying. Well, it survived the test, just about. I didn't think it was going to be able to do it. I didn't think it was going to be able to do it. I thought, well, it was a bit weak, wasn't it? It weren't at full power. It weren't at its full potential, but it did to it, which is oh, brilliant. Really happy about that. So if you're ever stuck in a place and you've got yourself a vacuum cleaner, an 850 watt one and a 750 watt generator, you can use that to power the vacuum cleaner so that you won't die from not having anything clean. That's pretty much it. So we have a look at some more comments. Let's read some comments. I love reading comments. I've literally just had a comment from the iBazaic because I commented on his videos. Go away. I commented on one of his videos this morning, and I've just had a comment back. So that was my comment, and this is my one. Oh, read more. You had your chance to have your own gym, indoor pool, sauna and hot tub, but you chose a different path. Justin really loved you and would have bent over backwards to accommodate your every desire, but I understand you were under a lot of pressure from your Romany gypsy family to marry and start a family. Oh. He likes a long old comment, young Bazaic, doesn't he? I'm sure you don't regret having your lovely daughter, and I hope you made the right decision, but I know Justin never got over losing you. Just think, Rusty, you could have a custom-made workshop and a fleet of ride-on mowers to play with, but I understand you had to do what you thought was right at the time. Justin is still living on his own in the huge house. So if you ever change your mind, get in touch with him, and he had 2 miniature poodles, Hinge and Bracket, will welcome you back into his open arms and paws. A randomly sarcastic comment from the old Obazaic is always welcome. Right, let's start from where we left off last time. Glenn Stevens. I'm starting at the bottom this time. I usually start at the top and work my way down, but I start at the bottom this time. The only vacuum cleaner that's any good is the one the wife's pushing. I don't know what the hell that name is supposed to be. Men, you locking on this vid. Very rusty, mine friend. A little W40 and you feel lot better. Ha ha. I don't know what this guy is trying to mean, but I can only think that he's probably not English. So thanks for the comment, dude. I don't know what you're trying to say. That's just a guy commenting on the air conditioning. Air conditioning will work in any weather. Hoover Lux. What's up, dude? How's it going, mate? Perfect as always. I like that display. The mealy on its lowest setting would be perfect for a dusting tool for it. It would be, but I broke the mealer, so that's that. What we got here? Glenn Roberts. Hello mate, how's it going? Alright. You're the nuts, Rusty. Shame about the adverts. Nice loft. I've had 5 replies on that. That's just 55 points and him going up and down. Yeah, with the adverts, it's a tricky one because I don't, well, to be honest, if I'm perfectly honest with you, if I'm watching other people's videos, I don't care about the adverts. They come up, I just click skip, or I just watch the advert and then that's it, because I know that's how they're getting their money to support their channel. That's how it works. So I don't care about the adverts. When it comes to me putting adverts on my videos for you lot to watch, I tried not to put too many on. I used to just put one in the middle, one at the beginning, sorry. I think one used to pop up somewhere else sometimes, whatever. But because I'm really trying now to sort of, I'm not on about making YouTube a career, because that's not what I want to do. I want to drive machines as a career. I want to carry on my career driving plant. That's what I want to do. But because I really want to buy this piece of land, I know I've just been talking about the prices, but that's, you know, that's a goal for me to reach, and I want to reach that goal. So there's no way I'm going to be able to do that just from the money, spare money I've got from my job. So YouTube is like my extra money that I'm going to get and put into making better videos, right, for you lot to watch. And so the way I can put it bluntly is, the more money that I can make from putting adverts on these videos, the better the videos will be for you lot to watch in the future, and I'll be able to do anything that you lot want me to do, whether it's more vacuum cleaners. If I get enough money, trust me, I'll have a whole bloody workshop full of vacuum cleaners, and any of you can just, well, not any of you, I shouldn't say things like that, but people can come over and fix their vacuums, do whatever they want, I don't care. And I'll be able to buy land and things, and it just will grow and grow and grow. So I'm not trying to become one of those YouTubers that gets big, like 3D machines and all that, that get quite big, start earning a lot of money and then just become a twat. And you know what I mean? So I want to stay as I am, but the more money I can get from the adverts, the more videos I can make, I can be out and about, because I'm getting pretty sick of just making videos in this garage, because it's all I can afford to do. I can't afford to go out and pick up bikes and buy things and all that rubbish and go places. I can't afford to go places. Yeah, if I go out places and do stuff, I can't afford to do stuff in this garage, and I can't make my videos in this garage because that's what I like to do. So the more money I can make from the adverts, the better. So basically, when you see an advert, just try to ignore it and just let it do its thing, because it's not coming out of your pocket, the money. So I'd appreciate it if the adverts, you could just let them roll, man, because trust me, every single penny from them adverts, it's not going to me. It's not actually going to me. Every single penny from them adverts is going into a bank account. It's being saved up, and as soon as I get enough money, that's it. I'm buying some land, and we're just going to have bloody brilliant videos. The next comment up, Glenn Roberts again. Here we go. Oh, it's just a reply. It's in a bit of land. Yeah, we know all that, mate. We know all that. What's this 55 points? What's up, dude? Oh, it's he's replying to that one. Nice one. Yep, 55 points. They're just having a chat between themselves. That's all good. Ah, Metal Liche. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm not very good at reading. Thanks for not incorporating that gay, dreamy music that vloggers often use. I'd rather hear the sound of that gas burner. I quite like some of that music. I mean, I wouldn't put it in the video if I didn't like it. But I do agree, it does get pretty annoying after a while, and every single video is just that music. When I made them 2 generator ones, which was Thursday and Friday, well today, one was today Friday and one was yesterday, repairing the Honda generator that didn't really go to plan and fixing that one that we just saw, that SIP one. I was just in a really mellow mood. That's why I did a lot of talking. It was quite a long video. I did a lot of talking, didn't put any music in it. I just let you watch me. I didn't cut bits out, did I? Didn't cut anything out. We fixed that generator. Every nut and bolt that I took out you saw. If you like that sort of video, you need to let me know, because I can do more of those. Sometimes I think that you lot don't want to see the bits in between, where I'm just like taking the screws out and moving stuff. That's why I speed things up and add music and just make it, because it's more interesting to watch then. So 55 points. Damn good video. That's on the one repairing that haunted generator, which is now in there. Cheers, dude, Mr. 55 points. I really appreciate that. Plug a Kirby in that. That's the one that wanted me to plug a Kirby in that generator, but we've just done the Numatic instead. We got James Dunkley. Another great video. I'm catching up. Has been really busy working on my old Rover Metro. Dude. He's a long time subscriber. I like him. He's alright. What else we got here? Oh, we've got a new comment. Only just popped up. 15 minutes ago. This is real random, buddy. Do you smoke? That was on a video that went live today. And yeah, that went live today, Friday. That video went live today, so it's only just seen that video. That's fixing that SIP generator that we just see load up this it's Numatic. No, I don't smoke. Name anyway. Brody. How do you pronounce that? Folks? Don't know how you pronounce that. He commented something about on one of my other videos, something about the focus. That's kind of interesting, the way that he said that was random. Me fixing a generator was random. Really, that just shows how much this channel has changed over the years, because this channel just used to be me fixing engines, pressure washers. I'd also fix like Dysons and things when I first sort of got interested in fixing electrical appliances, but it used to be just engines. I'd fix engines. That's what this channel started off to being, fixing lawnmowers. If you go back 2 or 3 years when it started to get actual videos, because before that it was just random crap, but before that I used to just buy lawnmowers in bulk, broken lawnmowers from auctions in bulk, pick them up, bring them back. My garden was full of lawnmowers. You'd just see lawnmowers everywhere. I was just fixing lawnmowers, and that was it, repairing lawnmowers. So that just shows how much this channel has changed. For a new person to come along and subscribe and think that me fixing a generator is random. I don't know what's better. What should I do? But that's another part of this dream. If I ever do make enough money from doing these videos, what I'm going to do is, along with my land, I'll have a bigger building, and I'm just going to buy old dirt bikes and restore them, fix them. I'm just going to buy old stuff and restore and fix it, because I love the older bikes. That's why I bought a 92 RM125 and not a newer one, because I like older things, old stuff. I would love to just rescue, if I could ever afford it, I'd rescue old cars and restore old cars. It's another part of the dream. Everyone's got to have a dream, and the key is not to push at it so hard, because there's people I know that just keep going on about their dreams and what they want, and they just push at it so hard, and it just gets really annoying listening to somebody keep going on about what they want to do. It just sounds like desperate, really desperate. But the key is, in life, if you've got a dream, don't push at it really hard. You just got to carry on life. Just mosey on along, just quietly, and eventually, if you're a bit focused on it, you will get there. That's the key. That is the key, my friends.